Good evening to you all. I love the fact that you're all spotting yourselves on the video. Brilliant. Hello to all of you here this evening. Welcome. The awards haven't quite started, but we wanted to take the Chance Festival to welcome you all properly before we begin broadcasting to the Zoom room. I'm Andrea Byrne. I'm delighted to be joined again this year for, I think, the third year running, isn't it? By the wonderful Ellen Pavley-Hind.
Diolch, Andrea. Croeso, everyone. Welcome to you all. It's lovely to be in the company of such inspirational audience tonight, and I really hope that you're all up for celebrating.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a good night.
Me too.
As you know, this could be described as somewhat of a bittersweet evening, as next week will very sadly see the closure of Choir Teg due to financial challenges. However, that is the last thing the team here want to dwell on. And you are finalists, and what we all want to focus on and why all the stops have been pulled out to bring Womenspire forward this evening is the important thing. The Choir Teg team are sponsors, judges, as well as Ellen and I. We are here to celebrate with you our amazing women from across Wales.
Tonight is an occasion to recognise the difference so many of us are having across the nation. And I know of a couple of finalists will be joining online via Zoom on our Zoom room, which will appear intermittently throughout the night, hopefully, fingers crossed, behind us, if all goes well, which is great. So I hope you all have a fantastic night, whether you're watching on Zoom or here in person.
Once we begin, there will be a short Womenspire intro film before we show a video by spoken word artist who you may be very familiar with her work from Womenspire as well, Evra Rose, who has written a stunning piece for all you very special Womenspire finalists. Ellen and I will then do a brief introduction before inviting Katrin Newton from headline sponsor Butte Energy to say a few words. Katrin will then be followed by Lucy Reynolds, Chief Executive of Choir Teg. And I know a few of you will be presenting awards tonight on behalf of your sponsoring organisation. So just a little bit of guidance to see us through. If you could come up to stage left and then come up to the lectern to speak, that would be absolutely fantastic. Just if you can avoid walking in front of the cameras, although that might be easier said than done, doesn't really matter. Once the winner is announced, then could you please, if you are indeed the Womenspire winner, also then make your way onto the stage to accept the award this evening. And we have our official award photographer, Leah Baldwin. Give us a wave over there, who'll be taking pictures tonight. So she'll be getting a few snaps of you on your big moment up on the stage. And then Ellen and I would love to ask you a couple of questions about how you're feeling if you've won this evening. And then you'll be free to make your way back to your seat. The important thing, of course, is to just have fun, basically. Enjoy yourselves and be inspired by all the wonderful stories that you will hear.
Yes, absolutely. Once we begin, we're going to run straight through all the awards with no interval. So, of course, if you do need to use facilities or grab some water, anything like that, please do. Just we ask that you try and do it as quietly as possible, just so we don't disturb the sound at all. We are, however, very happy for you to make as much noise as you can. When everyone graces the stage, feel welcome to give us a huge applause, a whoop, whatever you fancy, something like that. Maybe we should have a little practice.
They have been getting in the spirit already this evening, but if you want to have a little go, I know there's a few of you that aren't shy out there this evening, so let's give us a little bit of a whoop and a holler before we start. Oh, fantastic. It's so lovely to see lots of familiar faces as well, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
So here's to a brilliant evening this evening. It's going to be a good one. Let's begin with this from the phenomenal Evra Rose.
Day turns to night, we don't doubt the presence of the sun. Just as we never question the existence of the rising stars, we just trust in the knowledge that they are there. And their many faint flickers, no matter how distant or sparse, are a comfort, a collective of fearless and lasting energy. With every movement, however small or great, they alter this galaxy's vast and forever evolving landscape that we each share. And within that beauty, there's you. the leaders, a community of space makers. And what's truly incredible is the differences you all have and the footsteps you've each walked. As diverse as this universe, they're the very things that unite all of you, all of us. A constellation of courage, of champions, with the lessons of generations past, altering the paths for generations to come. Those who part with the skills for others to learn, and those who learn from. With each pen, microscope, bandage, or tool, you are building a place for everybody, for every dream and every ability. A spectrum of all that is unique, connecting Bida to Anna. Your advances can make their future possibilities infinite. Be proud, as all you achieve now will spark and inspire the many accomplishments yet to come. Celebrate loudly. Revel in this moment that recognizes the value of your effort, the compassion and care you show within the milliseconds of a heartbeat. To all of you, the flickers of hope, who've struggled for so long to shape and mould, to banish the limits and break every barrier. The heavy weight you carry and the intent you hold in the form of that dedicated determination, that's the magic right there. That's your gift. The purest of truths you should never lose sight in fighting what seems to be a never-ending night, unnoticed and unrecognised. Though we may not see you, we are comforted knowing you are there. Because sometimes, it takes the arrival of darkness to appreciate the beauty within our sky. You are a catalyst. You are the activists. And should you ask if what you do is truly worth the struggle, just know that your gift is a light to a girl somewhere burdened by a million worries, wondering if she too will ever be able to grow, to achieve or break through. Believe, because we do. For every girl, this world is undoubtedly a better place. Because of you.
Diolch yn fawr I Efra Rose a noswaith dda bawb a chroeso I Wobrau Womenspire 2023. Ellen, pa behind ydw I?
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Choir Eye Tags Womenspire 2023 as we start the awards proper. And I was joined by our Zoom room. I think everyone can hear us now. I'm Andrea Byrne. It's wonderful to see so many Womenspire finalists here tonight, and we cannot wait to hear your inspirational stories. It's thank you to Eva Rose. I think we always get really emotional listening to what Eva Rose has to say, and it's particularly poignant, I think, this time round. Before we move on to our first award, though, I'd just like to say just a few words. As many of you know, this could be described as a somewhat bittersweet evening, as next week sees the closure of Choir Eye Teg due to financial challenges. But as we mentioned, this is the last thing that the team want to dwell on. It's about recognising and hearing from our Womenspire finalists, and the team have pulled out all the stops to bring Womenspire forward so we can do just that. And let me tell you a little story, because at one point today, because everything was pulled forward, we actually thought for one moment that we might not have the trophies ready to give out this evening. But I tell you what, the team have just been absolutely amazing, because they managed to pull out the stops to make sure they were here with really just a few minutes to spare, wasn't it?
It's very last minute, but we got there.
With a very dedicated post person, I think, who was dedicated to the cause of getting the trophies here this evening. So, you know, they really have tried really hard to make this evening just as special as possible, even though everything had to be moved forward. So we're really excited to celebrate the Choir Eye Teg team, the sponsors, our judges, as well as Ellen and I here to cheer you along tonight, and the amazing women from right across Wales.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Royal Mail. Big shout out to Royal Mail.
Absolutely.
Dys ni yma heno yn atrium sydd o fewn Brifysgol De Cymru yng Nghaerdydd, ac yn falch iawn o weld cymaint o'n telynwyr a nodwyr anhygoel, gyda llawer o chi yn ymuno gyda ni ar-lein hefyd. Yes, we're here in the wonderful atrium, which is a University of South Wales venue in Cardiff, and we're delighted to see so many of our incredible finalists and our sponsors too, with many of you joining us down the line.
I think we can. So can we see people in this? Oh, we can. There is everybody joining in our Zoom room this evening.
Technology.
Oh, they are giving us a wave as well. It's all working. It's all working how it's meant to work. This is brilliant. Hello to you all in the Zoom room, and I hope you enjoy the night tonight too, however you're celebrating there. I know they're going to be in the mood for lots of whoops and hollers, I think, this evening. Some truly inspiring women that we're going to be talking about. So, as we said, thank you so much to Eva Rose, who composed such a powerful and moving piece of poetry, especially for Womenspire, taking inspiration from the amazing women we have as finalists each year. What a brilliant way to start this celebration.
Yes, now before we jump into the awards themselves, we'd like to say a huge thank you to our headline sponsor for this evening, which is Butte Energy. Now, without the support of Butte Energy and our other generous sponsors, tonight just wouldn't be possible. And we do need it to be possible, because that means we can shout out about all the amazing achievements so many of these deserving great women across Wales have made, and give them the recognition that they do truly deserve. So felly, cyn i ni fynd ymhellach, gan ni roi croeso I Catrin Newton o Butte Energy, sydd yn prif noddwyr ein gwobrau heno. Please welcome Catrin Newton of Butte Energy, our headline sponsor for the Chwarae Teg Womenspire Awards 2023, to say a few words.
Diolch yn fawr. We are so proud to be sponsoring these awards. As you can imagine, it's a bittersweet moment for us all. Chwarae Teg has played such a pivotal role in elevating the voices of women in the workplace, building skills, building confidence, and speaking up about gender equality in Wales. A more equal Wales will benefit everyone. So while Chwarae Teg is coming to an end, the fight for gender equality must continue. I stand in front of you today, a director of a rapidly growing renewable energy company, an example of the work that Chwarae Teg has done throughout its lifetime, not only by making sure that women in Wales can enter the workplace in a fair way, but also by giving me, a girl from Beddau, who did not go to university, the confidence to be able to reach a leadership position in a business that addresses one of the biggest challenges of our time, climate change. At Butte Energy, we're investing £3 billion to make the Welsh weather work for Wales by building wind and solar farms across Wales that will help achieve government's net zero targets. We heat homes, power businesses, and charge electric vehicles. We have a vision of a healthier, wealthier Wales that uses energy generation as a positive power for the world, for Wales, and for communities. For this and for future generations. I'm particularly proud to be one of the many female voices around the leadership table at Butte Energy, and we've definitely made our mark. And we're committed to playing our part in the fight for gender equality too, whether that is in our own team, empowering our women colleagues through our inclusive culture, our internal policies that help women of all stages of their lives, and with all levels of care and responsibilities, and those with none, to play their part in responding to climate change. Or whether it's by our social value work to deliver green jobs, working with local education, training and employability organisations to create pathways for women and girls to enter the renewable energy industry and build satisfying and rewarding careers. Or our partnerships with the FAW, we're proud to sponsor the Women and Girls Cup and supporting clubs on their sustainability journey. And our mentoring of women and girls in STEM, we host our own event for women and girls, and we demonstrate the wide range of jobs on offer in the renewable energy sector. So while tonight feels like a bit of an end of an era, I'm thinking about it more as a relay race. Thank you, Chwarae Teg, for all your hard work and for carrying the baton this far. It's now up to us all, including organisations like mine, to continue running towards the finish line, a more equal, fairer and prosperous Wales for all, but in particular for women and girls. Congratulations to all of you tonight. You are incredible role models, and we're very proud to be here. Thank you.
Thank you very much to Katrin. And yes, perfectly put that this is an opportunity to pass the baton on and for us all to take that up. And as Ellen said earlier, to Katrin, Butendi, we really couldn't do this without you.
Absolutely, thank you so much. And mae Womenspire yn siawns I ni ddathlu menywod rhagorol o bob cwr o Gymru. Womenspire is our chance to celebrate amazing women from across Wales. Now, on to the next woman who will grace our stage tonight to say a few words. Os gwelwch yn dda, rhowch groeso mawr I aelod seneddol Hannah Blythyn, dirprwy weinidog partneriaeth gymdeithasol. Please welcome Member of the Senedd, Hannah Blythyn, Deputy Minister for Social Partnerships.
Diolch yn noswaith dda, good evening. Dwi'n falch iawn o ymuno chi heddiw. I'm really pleased to join you this evening. I want to start by thanking Lucy and the entire team at Chwarae Teg for organising the awards and ensuring a Womenspire could take place this year. As we've heard already this evening, the charities touched the lives of women across Wales, giving them a voice and provided the Welsh Government with the insight and evidence necessary to make the steps forward to deliver real change. Chwarae Teg led the Gender Equality Review, which began in 2018, and formed the basis of our Advancing Gender Equality in Wales plan. The recommendations from the review set out a long-term plan to achieving a gender-equal Wales and to continue to drive our work forward today. I'm now incredibly proud to chair the Gender Equality Forum, which brings together stakeholders working on gender equality from across Wales. Chwarae Teg has been a member of the forum and the steering group which preceded it from the outset. So I want to take the opportunity this evening to thank you from the bottom of my heart for your contribution, support and challenge over the years, and wish everybody the very best wishes for the future. I know that you continue to change Wales and the world for women in the future. But tonight we are here to recognise and celebrate the contributions of so many talented, inspiring and wonderful women who are having a real impact in our communities and across our country. My congratulations go out to all of the finalists. To be nominated is no mean feat in itself, and whether you win an award or not, you should all be very proud of the work you are doing, your achievements and the positive difference you are making. And there's never been a more important time for driving forward positive changes. We have lived through and continue to live through the most extraordinary of times, with the pandemic closely followed by cost of living crisis. Across Wales and within the Welsh Government, there is a genuine passion to do things differently, to consider what legacy we leave to future generations and the ladder that we hand down to them. Our ambition for the future is a Wales where everyone is included and no one is left back or held behind. Only then will we live in a truly fair and equal Wales. So I believe our focus on intersectionality, equality of outcome and social justice is how we will collectively move towards our vision of a gender-equal Wales. No woman or girl can be left behind. Across Wales, we work with and for all women and every one of us to realise equality and social justice. But nowhere in the world can claim to have achieved true gender equality. We've come a long way in my lifetime alone, but there is still, sadly, a long road ahead to travel. But here in Wales, we are playing our part to move us towards where we need to be. We are working with social partners and stakeholders to embed equality, diversity and inclusion into our approach to social partnership and fair work and promote the benefits of a more equal, diverse and inclusive workforce. Encouraging women and girls into non-traditional careers is one of the ways we are tackling pay gaps as we move towards a society that enables people to fulfil their potential no matter their gender, background or circumstances. We continue to deliver our commitment to the real living wage to social care workers in Wales, and whilst the uplift alone will not address all the challenges that exist within social care, it contributes to our long-term ambition to raise the profile of the sector as a professional place to work and enhance the opportunities for people to progress their careers. Last year, our childcare offer was expanded to support parents in education and training, meaning a greater number of families and women are able to benefit from improved employment prospects. And we are supporting diverse women into public life through training and support programmes. Earlier this year, we published our Period Proud Wales Action Plan, which sets out ambitions to eradicate period poverty, ensure period dignity for women, girls and people who have periods by 2027. Our violence against women, domestic abuse and sexual violence strategy was updated last year to include a renewed focus on violence against women on the street and in the workplace as well as in the home, in order to make Wales the safest place in Europe to be a woman. This is just a very quick snapshot of some of the work Welsh Government is doing, but we all have a role to play in advancing gender equality in Wales. So I want to close my contribution this evening with a positive and personal message. Be the change you want to see and never underestimate the difference you can make. I often tell the story of when I was growing up, I never thought I could be a politician. A politician didn't seem to be somebody who looked like me, spoke like me, or came from my background. But I realised that actually it's important to have role models, to put your head above the parapet and to step forward. And that's what all these people, or everybody that's been nominated tonight have shown. And by fulfilling your potential, you can help and encourage others to fulfil theirs as well. So Longa Faciadau, congratulations and have a fantastic evening. Diolch yn fawr.
Really important words from the Deputy Minister. Thank you very much for being here with us this evening. And I've just had a thumbs up from the wings, from Lottie, who's one of our events coordinators here this evening. The trophies have all arrived. Big cheer for that. So we've had such incredible nominations and finalists to choose from again this year. The judging panels have, of course, had to make some really difficult decisions. There's so many inspiring nominations from each and every corner of Wales. So it's a huge achievement just to be a finalist here tonight. So let's just take a moment to show our appreciation for every single finalist who's here tonight and who's joining us virtually as well via the Zoom room. A big round of applause for everybody, please.
Llongyfarchiadau mawr I chi gyd am gael eich cynwebu. Congratulations from all of us on being nominated, a huge achievement. So before we begin the awards themselves, I'd like to welcome the Chief Executive of Chwarae Teg, Lucy Reynolds, to say a few words. Croeso, Lucy.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you to the Deputy Minister for her address, and of course to Catherine Newton of Boot Energy for her words this evening, really inspirational. And a huge warm welcome to everyone to the Chwarae Teg Womenspire Awards 2023. I'm delighted to be here with you all for our 8th Womenspire, and it's my first, given that I only joined Chwarae Teg earlier this year. However, as Andrea has said, it is somewhat bittersweet, as we know it will also be the last Chwarae Teg Womenspire Awards due to the financial challenges that we've been unfortunately faced with. However, despite our situation, one of the things that disappointed the team at Chwarae Teg the most was the thought of not being able to run these awards. So I can't tell you how delighted I am that despite of everything, we've been able, or the staff really have been able to bring forward these awards, and you have made it here tonight to the atrium, or you're able to tune in online. It means such a lot to us to have you all here, and of course our awe-inspiring finalists, our generous sponsors and supporters, and I'm sure together we are going to make this Womenspire more special than ever. So we can bow out as an organisation proud of Womenspire and the immense work that Chwarae Teg has done over the past 31 years to support the progression of women, whether that be in the workplace, to inspire young women into STEM and political careers, to enable women into board positions and to entrepreneurship. We have also supported hundreds of businesses to be more inclusive and forward-thinking with the aim of securing equality in the economy. And of course, our research into issues that really impact on women have long been valued, acted upon and recognised as first class. So to all of the Chwarae Teg team, past and present, I extend my heartfelt thanks. Your legacy will live on. And it's the duty of each and every one of us here tonight to continue to fight for a gender equal Wales. Catherine, I love the sport link there of passing on the baton and heading towards that finish line. I think that's something we can all take away from tonight. Because collective activism drives change. And the thing we need to do is keep lifting one another up so that we can rise to the challenges that we face. Chwarae Teg's foundations will remain, and together we can keep building upon them for that gender equal nation, because it is within our grasp. Our vision as an organisation has always been for a fairer Wales where women can achieve and prosper, and they are visible and influential across all sectors in the economy, in society and in public life. And that's regardless of where you are from, your age, your ethnicity, sexuality, faith, the language you speak or the work that you do. And that is why the Womenspire Awards have always been such an important part of our work. So we want you, our amazing finalists, to be visible, to have the recognition that you deserve, because others will inspire and will be inspired by you. And just like you, others who perhaps would have thought that they couldn't achieve will be inspired. But I hope that during the course of the evening, they will start to believe that they can. So I want to say thank you to our finalists for everything that you do. You will almost certainly go above and beyond to make a real difference to your own lives and, of course, the lives of others. And this is also a chance for me to extend a huge thank you to our generous and forward-thinking sponsors. We've been incredibly grateful for your support, and without it, there could be no Womenspire. Particularly thank you, in supporting us and bringing the event forward so that it can happen tonight. So I want to say a big thank you to Bute Energy, our headline sponsor, but also to all of our award category sponsors too. The ABPI, Academy Wales, Business in Focus, Development Bank of Wales, Health, Education and Improvement Wales, Mencap Cymru, PIA and Sport Wales. I also want to say a thank you to our partner sponsor, Race Equality First, and also to Gower College Swansea, who sponsored our finalist gift bags this evening. I'd like to say thank you to Evra Rose, who opened the awards with that incredible video. It was really moving. That was the first thing that we opened with. Absolutely fantastic. So I want to say thank you to her. That piece was written especially for Womenspire finalists. I want to say thank you to Mary Claire Kerry-Jones for producing the films that you'll see tonight, which really tell and bring to life the finalist stories. I want to say thank you to Lottie Summer Events and Radio Production, who've helped, as I said, pull this event together in really quick time scales as well. I want to say a huge thank you to our hosts this evening, to Andrea and to Ellen. Thank you very much for being with us. And finally, I want to give a real special mention to the amazing Chwarae Teg team, and to thank them for all the hard work that they've done in bringing these awards forward in what has been a really challenging time for themselves personally. They've put their personal things aside to make sure that this event goes ahead, and I'm sure, as I said, it's going to be more special than ever. So let's enjoy now the fruits of their labour and move on with celebrations. And of course, let's hear from all our amazing, inspirational finalists. Have a fantastic evening, everyone. I feel incredibly honoured to share this with you. Thank you.
Beautiful words there. Thank you so much. Diolch yn fawr, Lucy, and of course to the whole Chwarae Teg team as well. Thank you so much for making this night possible.
Yeah.
So let's get on to our first award category, shall we?
Here we're at the first award category. So our first category is sponsored by Mencap Cymru and the Wales Learning Disability Helpline. It's the Community Connector Award, and it's open to women with a learning disability who are being bold and passionate about changing their communities. To tell us a bit more, can I welcome, please, a big round of applause for Wayne Crocker, Director of Mencap Cymru.
Very much. I'm Wayne, as it says up there. I'm the director for Mencap Cymru. And for those of you who don't know about Mencap, it's an organisation for people with a learning disability and their family carers. There are about 35,000 women with a learning disability in Wales. And one of the best things about my job is I get to travel around Wales and meet lots and lots of those women who are doing absolutely incredible things in their communities. But often those things are being unrecognised and they're not rewarded in the way that they should do. So we came up with an idea about 2 years ago now with Chwarae Teg to sponsor the Community Connector Award for 2 years to try and get some recognition for women with a learning disability in Wales. and those women making a really, really big difference in their local communities. And it was lovely watching the film earlier with Sarah Griffiths, who was one of the finalists last year, who's spearheading a campaign at the moment in Abergavenny to save Tudor Street Day Centre. It's a day centre that she and her friends go to, and it's been really inspirational the way that she has challenged the local authorities around their decision to close that day centre. So it shows that people who are involved in community campaigning with a learning disability are making a really big difference in their local communities. So I guess we get to see the finalists now.
Yes, do you want to run through them quickly for us?
Yeah? I don't have them. They're up there, good. So the finalists this year are Kath Brooks from Pembrokeshire, from Shibenfo, Joanna Jones from Cardydd, from Cardiff, Rebecca Jones from Conwy, and Stacey Taylor from Bro Morgannwg from the Vale of Glamorgan.
Hi, my name is Joanna Jones and I work as a healthcare support worker in the Cardiff Learning Disability Health Team. My job involves a lot of accessibility for people with a learning disability. I've always wanted to work with people with learning disabilities and different disabilities because society puts you in a box and says you can't do stuff. But in reality, there is a lot that people can offer and a lot that people can bring given a chance. What people can do, even though they've got struggles, they still can achieve in life and go and make their dreams. But also it's about making, not just for yourself, but making an impact on other people. We're all regular people, really. We're all in the same boat. So just keep on encouraging everybody in life.
My name is Kath Brooks and I work at Norman Industries in Pembrokeshire. I've been there nearly 5 years now and I love it. I do 16 hours a week, admin and reception. I used to work in Withybush Hospital. I worked on Ward 12 and that's a dementia frailty ward, and I was a ward clerk assistant. I helped them with filing, doing the notes and helping them with the doctors and send them on the wards in different places. So I volunteer MenCap's helpline, so it's like a learning disability helpline. I do the Dream Team alongside my work as well. It's with Pembrokeshire People First, and that's all based as well with all different kinds of disability. It's a good way to promote, to help people, you know, that there is help out there. Some people get nervous saying they've got a disability, but I'm proud because obviously I like to help people. Think of ability, not disability. Maybe your strength could be my weakness, but my weakness could be your strength. We work alongside together.
I'm Rebecca Zoe Jones. When we connect, I do some volunteering in art and craft, boccia, work experience and walking group. I lead a walking group on a Thursday with disability walking group. I help out with brownies. Wednesday I do rangers and truffle, doing art and craft, cooking and walking. I went down to London for my Queen's Award for Duke of Edinburgh and Queen's Guide Awards.
My name's Eva Collins. I work alongside Rebecca. Everybody looks up to Rebecca. She's always happy to be involved in everything. If she's not there in an activity, people are always asking where she is, goes to her for advice, and Rebecca's always encourages everybody.
Hi, I'm Stacey Marie Trailer. I work with Hengoleg as a healthcare support worker with people with learning disabilities. I do a lot of accessible information. I train future medical students. There's a lot more to it than just easy read pictures. It's about understanding that person. I find some people with learning disabilities are a bit scared to speak up for themselves. So being part of this role I'm in now, where I can help other people to not feel scared, to make them feel valued, it's really made me feel like I can make a difference in someone else's life. It's hard for someone with a learning disability. I put my hands up for it. But I see it as the more challenges you face, the better you will come out of it.
My little motto is, there's a bridge, it's broken, you feel broken, but you've got to keep going over that bridge and it'll repair itself again. And that's your way of following your goals in life.
So I'm glad I wasn't on the selection panel. It's quite a hard choice to make. And the winner is Rebecca Jones.
Congratulations. Would you like to say a few words? How are you feeling?
Shocked.
A good shock?
Shocked, really shocked. Thank you for all the things you done. Come and connect. You were fantastic. I'll see you soon, guys.
Lovely. Congratulations.
We did know it was going to be an emotional evening, didn't we?
It is.
Yeah.
Such an achievement. But massive congratulations to you, Rebecca, okay? And thank you so much as well to Wayne from Mencap. I'm not sure where you went. Thank you. Diolch fawr I Wayne o Mencap. Nawr, dyna ddechrau arbennig i'n ceremony heno. Great start to tonight's award ceremony. Nawr, ymlaen at ein gwobr nesaf. It's now time to move on to our next category, the Entrepreneur Award, sponsored by Banc Datblygu Cymru, the Development Bank of Wales. Now, our Entrepreneur Award celebrates those women who have set up successful businesses with real growth potential. So, please welcome to the stage Beverly Downs from Development Bank of Wales, Banc Datblygu Cymru.
Noswaith dda I chi gyd. Good evening, everybody. We are very proud to be here again sponsoring the Entrepreneur Award on behalf of the Development Bank of Wales. And while this is a difficult night for so many, I just want to say thank you so much to the Chwaraeteg team who have managed to bring these awards forward. Huge amount of effort and really well done you. Encouraging more women into business is incredibly important for us at the Development Bank. And we've sponsored this award now for a number of years, and we have heard the inspirational stories of so many entrepreneurs who are not only leaders in business, but also leaders within their community. And I really enjoyed the interviews this year and hearing the stories of the individuals that we met. So a huge well done to you all. It really is quite an achievement to make it this far. And the finalists for this year are Anna Burke from Ynys Môn, Anglesey, Stacey Canham Grant from Caerdydd, Cardiff, Francesca Irving from Caerphilly, and Manon Llwyd Williams from Gwynedd. So let's hear a little bit more about them now.
I'm Stacey Grant Canham. I run Black and Beach. I started Black and Beach 7 years ago. I was a mum and I was hanging out with new parents, and a lot of my friends were wearing teething jewellery. I didn't really like how they looked, so I started to make my own in black and wooden beads, which is where the name Black and Beach came from. I decided to do a slogan t-shirt. When I did my A Mother's Place is in the Resistance t-shirts, I decided to donate £5 from the sale to Abortion Support Network, and since then we've given £13,000 to abortion rights charities. As the business has grown and developed, it's become more and more intersectionally feminist in its ethos. This is the first time I've been able to do this job, running Black and Beach solidly, since February, so for the last 4 or 5 months. It's grown every year as a product category. Every day is a school day, right? I'm just always learning and doing my best.
Anna Burke, and the name of the business is Animated Technologies Limited.
We started Animate Technologies in 2017 to address the needs of engineering companies and manufacturing companies on how they can better communicate their products. So we're sort of bridging the gap between the creative and technical. My background's got nothing to do with digital, but you pick up a lot along the way, and I think it's important to understand there's a role for me within the company, and then there's a role for the animators. I've definitely overcome a lot of inner demons. I think everybody does when they're starting out a business. Just got to put one foot in front of the other. Some days you do 2 feet in front of the other. Other days you might just put a half a foot in front of the other. But you just keep on plowing through and then you get to where you want to be.
My name is Manon Llwyd-Williams. My business is called Angladdau Enfys Funerals Limited and have been arranging green, ethical, transparent, modern, bespoke funerals. The decision that I made to be a funeral director was not a career choice, it was a lifestyle choice. And there's times when it's really blinking tough. We'll be arranging somebody's funeral and it'll feel really close to home. But actually, I think that's why we're really good at what we do, because we're humans and we have emotion and we show emotion. And people feel like they can connect to us because we're not on a pedestal wearing a black suit. I've had family members that have actually taken real comfort from coming into our chapel at Brest to help us wash and dress their loved one. And actually that has felt really significant for them. People stop and look at our rainbow memorial tree on the window that feels really significant, that it's got all these names of these really important people hanging on it. I really believe that we need to make death and funerals something that is spoken about. The way that you live on after you've died is through the love that you leave behind with other people, and it's so important that we encourage people to talk about people they've lost.
My name is Francesca Alice Irving and my business is Lunax Digital. I've always been fascinated by business. I think my kind of history of starting a business goes back to when I was about 3 years old in the playground, making bracelets, chocolate bars, all of that. After maternity leave, I realised I couldn't balance having a fast-powered career in advertising with being a new mum. So I started a business doing social media management and marketing admin tasks for clients. And I started bringing in more and more services to the business, offering any marketing and advertising, website and digital management for small businesses. When I first started my business, I felt like there was a huge amount of barriers in front of me, but I've always tried to just say, right, how am I going to attack this and change it from a barrier into an advantage? I do a lot of work within the community and within entrepreneurial hubs to help other women and other parents especially start businesses around their lifestyle. So being shortlisted and nominated for this award really helped me realise that I can do this and I can continue to spread the message that other people can do it as well.
All such amazing finalists, I'm sure you'll agree, but the winner tonight yr enillydd heno yw Manon Llwyd-Williams.
Thank you very much. Another round of applause for Manon, please. Thank you very much indeed. Can I grab you for a couple of words just to find out your reaction to winning tonight, Manon?
I'm just in shock, really, to be honest. I can't look at my grandma because she's crying.
Give us a wave, Grandma. Oh, hi, Grandma. What's so special for you tonight? Because you do things differently. Why do you do things differently as you do?
I think we just feel that having choice is so important, and a funeral can have such a massive impact on somebody's ability to grieve in a healthy way, and so we just want to offer that and offer choice and diversity and a bit of colour to people, so rainbows everywhere, and I just hope we do make a difference.
I love the rainbows on your dress as well tonight. Congratulations, and your earrings. Congratulations, have a wonderful evening, and we'll let you enjoy it with your grandma. See you later. Well done, Manon, and thank you very much to Beverly for coming up to present the award as well.
Yes, massive congratulations. Nesaf, mae gen i ni wobr ar gyfer pencampraig gymunedol ar gyfer menywod sydd yn rhy aml yn arwr di glod. Na ei llwyddiannau yn cael eu cydnabod. Wel, rydyn ni'n credu bod angen I hynny newid. Next up, we have our Community Champion Award, and that award will recognise women who are often unsung heroes and whose achievements can go unrecognised. Well, we believe that needs to change. So I am delighted to welcome a former winner of this award, actually, in 2020's Womenspire champion to the stage to present the award. Please welcome campaigner and founder of the Chinese Autism Support Group, Hazel Lim.
I'm very delighted to be here tonight and to present this award. Given the history that I have with the wonderful Womenspire Award and the Karate, I'm very much looking forward to find out the finalists for this evening. So they are Teresa Davis from Flintshire, Hayley Morton from Cardiff, Rania Venvaka from Cardiff, and Rachel Watkin from Wrexham. So let's hear what they say.
My name is Rania Venvaka. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm the co-chair of Glitter Cymru. So by day, I am the policy and research lead for Llamai. By afternoon, I'm the co-chair of Glitter Cymru. And by evening, I am finishing my PhD. I created Glitter Sisters back in 2020 in order to provide that safe space for queer women of color, queer refugee women of color, to express who they are, to discuss issues that with the main glitter group would be considered a bit more taboo. And since then, Glitter Sisters have taken on a kind of different identity. We focus on a lot of outdoorsy things. We do a lot of climbing, a lot of hiking, caving. We encourage Glitter Sisters to find their autonomy, bodily autonomy, to find their confidence and to express themselves outdoors.
I'm Teresa Davis, and I'm part of the DEEP network. I was diagnosed when I was 59 with young onset Alzheimer's. You suddenly become invisible. People start treating you different, but we're still us. We've still got a life to lead. After getting involved with the DEEP network, I was asked to open in the plenary of the Dementia UK Congress of Brighton, and it was the first time a person with dementia got up on stage and spoke. I go to Bangor University to give talks to second and third year student nurses, care workers. I do a Four Amigos Zoom with 3 other people. It's given me a purpose back to my life when it was taken away with my diagnosis.
My name is Hayley Morton and I am Conscience Coordinator for Tiny Rebel and Whitehead Building Services. We do a lot of charity work, we do a lot of community engagement work, and a lot of that is on the back of my work with 54321 Cymru, which is a charitable committee, and we organise bike rides. We're very inclusive, we'll really try and get everybody involved. Our riders fundraise for a charity of their own choice. To date, we've raised over £350,000. When I started working with Tiny Rebel and Whitehead Building Services, it was really important to me to put some mental health awareness training in place, and that quickly built to become mental health first aid teams. Within those organisations, I put a period dignity scheme in. My husband had a heart attack a couple of years ago, so now with Whitehead Building Services, we will install defibrillators for free. I'm very grateful that I'm able to do good, and I haven't got to jump through too many hoops to be able to do that.
My name's Rachel Watkin and I'm the Chair of Trustees and founder of Refugee Kindness North Wales. through lockdown, more and more people were wanting to upgrade their homes, and a lot of people were giving things away. It was only when a Kurdish family from Syria struggled to get to my door to accept some chairs that I really became aware that there is a group of people out there who could be easily helped. I wasn't intending to start anything big or a charity, but it dawned on me that I could perhaps create an online platform, a marketplace that was then to be accessible to both the donors and families in need with minimal overheads. I had volunteers coming forward, wanting to help. I just had people messaging me online saying, can I help? And as soon as I had them and a couple of families and somebody with a van, it was a no-brainer. We just had to make it work and we had to keep going. So we did.
And the winner is Rania Bembaka.
Tell us how you're feeling. Take it away.
I just want to say a big thank you to the Quaratec staff who have been present for us, for every one of us, for the last 30 years. You will be missed, and I will miss you all.
I think we all echo that, Rania. Congratulations, well done for all your hard work, and of course, thank you very much to Hazel as well. Now, a wonderful audience here in the atrium. Are you all enjoying what's been a great evening so far, hasn't it? Are you having a good time? That's the important thing. I think it's watching all the videos that always gets me so overwhelmed every year, just to see just how absolutely excellent the competition is here in the finalists. It's amazing, isn't it?
I know. As you'd already said, being nominated is such an achievement, and it's so great to hear all of your stories.
It's very emotional. So now let's get on to our fourth category this evening, the Gender Equality Champion, sponsored by Academy Wales. The award will recognise a person who's taken a proactive approach to their own work to support women and close the gender divide. So please welcome onto the stage to say a few words and present the award for us, Rachel Shale from Academy Wales. Very warm welcome, please.
Noswaith pawb, good evening. It's an honour to be here this evening on behalf of Academy Wales to present the Womenspire Gender Equality Champion Award. Academy Wales is the centre of excellence for leadership development across the public and third sector in Wales, and we support current and aspiring leaders to reach their potential. The Womenspire Gender Equality Champion Award recognises an individual of any gender who has taken a proactive approach to close the gender divide in their workplace. The finalists in this category have all made a real difference to their own lives and to the lives of others in their organisations and beyond. And the finalists are Nicola James from Newport, Hannah Phillips from Merthyr Tydfil, Lisa Rawlings from Caerphilly, and Charity Rose from Chester. And let's hear a little bit more about them.
My name is Lisa Rawlings. I'm the Regional Armed Forces Covenant Liaison Officer for the 5 local authorities of Gwent. I joined back in 1989. There was a lot of misogyny throughout my service, and so I felt like I battled for 25 years to have my voice heard, to be able to say, do you know what, yes, I am here, I am good enough, and I can do my job as well as, if not better than all of you. I've set up several veterans hubs, and we actually started to see a lot more female veterans come to the hub. Now, in normal hubs, they don't tend to come because it's very male-dominated. They don't feel comfortable. Out of the conversations with them, we realised that you're not alone, and that all the things that I experienced, other females from different services, different decades, all had experienced similar things. We wrote a paper with recommendations, and these recommendations is what has been basing on the advocacy that I've been doing right now, and we will get gender equality for the females that are in the armed forces.
I'm Nicola Jones. I'm an executive assistant for Pobble Group. I'm also the strategic lead for equality, diversity and inclusion. I've always had an interest in equality and diversity. It's something that I was really interested in and something I was quite passionate about. I was fortunate that Pobble backed me and sponsored me to take part in the Women Lead the Board programme, and as a result of that I secured 2 board positions. When I joined the board, they said, what skills can you bring? I said, well, I'm very good at governance and I know a lot about risk and how a board works, etc. But the real challenge for me would be around equality and diversity. So if you bring me a policy for approval, if you talk about workplace practices, etc., I'll always be the one who's going to offer that challenge. If I can raise awareness of any of the topics I've mentioned just by showing my face and being part of something like this, then it's a winner for me, regardless of the outcome.
My name is Hannah Phillips and I run a programme called Wonderful Women. Wonderful Women is an event in Merthyr and we've gone international. We're Mountain Ash now and I'm hoping Blaenau Gwent will be next. I was really very keen to celebrate women that haven't necessarily got a platform, women who haven't got millions or thousands of followers, just women who are doing their thing completely unrecognised. We set the events up last October and they've just gone from strength to strength and they're just absolutely beautiful things. We've got a captive audience of women just being empowered by these women's stories, and I wish we could bottle the magic in the room that night. I've been really brave to use my voice and I want everybody else to be brave and I want everybody else to know that there's other ways, and I think I can do this through events like Wonderful Women. I never want anyone to ever feel like they can't do what they want to do or they don't deserve to do what they want to do.
My name is Charity Rose and I'm an engineering geologist. My job is to look at the natural ground and to see what risks that might have for construction. When I was working on a construction site, I realised that there weren't any sanitary disposal facilities. The legislation and the guidance which was issued by the HSE is not very specific. So I started a petition to make sanitary disposal facilities part of the construction design and management regulations. Lots of women got in touch with me saying that they'd had to put their waste in their rucksack and take it home. I had people that had to change their tampon in like a field. I found it really shocking and disappointing that was something that women were really putting up with in this time. I thought it was time that we needed to change. I raised my concerns with health and safety executive members and they told me that they were going to publish a standard called Construction Welfare Standards, and luckily we're already seeing those improvements sort of slowly filtering into the industry.
And the winner is Hannah Phillips.
Congratulations, Hannah. Do you have anything you'd like to say? Anyone to thank? A message for our audience, perhaps?
No, I'm really shocked, so thank you very much. All I could think of was, I hope I don't win because I haven't plucked this chin here. And I was like, oh, I heard my name then and thought, oh no.
Tough luck, you did win.
No, I'm just really grateful. I had a message on the way down, funny enough, we had, I will get with something serious, a message on the way down. So a lady came to an event on Monday night and she said she thought the event would have been great for her 20 years ago when she walked through the door. And when she came from there after, she was like, I still got so much value, and we had shown her that. So I'm just really proud, and this is for people like her who think that they don't have value. You know, they've got loads. So I'm really grateful. Thank you.
You should be so proud. Some fantastic work. Congratulations. Diolch yn fawr, Hannah, again, amazing work. A diolch yn fawr I Rachel Shale a Academy Wales for sponsoring the Gender Equality Champion Award. Y wobr hyrwyddwr cydraddoldeb rhywedd.
Congratulations all so far. On to our Leader Award now, which is sponsored by Business in Focus. And this award celebrates women who are leading by example and have flourished in a leadership role. Please welcome to present the award, Phil Jones, Chief Executive at Business in Focus. Phil, welcome to the stage.
Thanks so much, Andrea and Ellen, for everything you're doing this evening, and Noswaith Higi, great to see you here. I've got my wonderful colleague, Rachel, who's actually going to hand over the award tonight.
Good.
You okay?
Yeah,
good.
Fine.
Where's Rania, by the way? Are you still there? I was really disappointed you didn't arrive crashing through the ceiling on a parachute. And you just took the old-fashioned route up onto the stage. Very disappointed. Leadership is it's a huge responsibility. But it is also the most enormous, rewarding and often joyous privilege. And I think we can all appreciate that. Leading as a woman brings unique challenges, but also enormous opportunities. And that's why the women who have been nominated for this leadership award, and why we're so proud to be sponsoring it this evening, it explains why they've achieved so much. I'm in awe of every single one of them, and I'm delighted to be able to be here tonight to provide them the opportunity to celebrate their personal leadership. Let's hear who the nominations are. They are Bernie Davis, Georgina Gilbert, Natasha Hurst, and Carol Tiley. Why don't we hear a little bit more about them?
Bernadette Davis. I am the founder and CEO of Bernie Davis Global Limited, entrepreneur and a diversity and inclusion thought leader. So I connect entrepreneurs. I connect entrepreneurship programs. I also create platforms to platform the causes. I speak at a very high level. I find as well that I am a bit of a connector and a facilitator. I am proud to be the first Black female to be appointed as an independent member to the advisory panel for the Public Services Ombudsman for Wales. It's a huge opportunity for me to make a difference. But do you know what I'm most proud of? I was able to host in the House of Lords, in the heart of the establishment, not just the women who are mastering change, but the people, the men who are supporting women mastering change.
I'm Carol Tiley. I'm Managing Director of Big Fresh Catering Limited. Big Fresh Catering are the caterers for school meals, and we're the first in Wales offering the whole of the Vale of Glamorgan primary school children a free school meal. I started in 1990, working 2.25 hours, primarily just dishwashing. And from there, I progressed through the ranks, learning every aspect of the job. It's passion more than anything else in terms of wanting to feed our children in the Vale of Glamorgan the very best that we can offer. And that has never waned from the time I first started cooking for the girls at Bryn Hafren Girls' School to this present time. I feel quite emotional about it because reading the nomination, it really did make me sit back and think, yes, there are lives that are being affected by everything that we do.
Georgina Gilbert, and I'm a firefighter. When I first joined, we made the total complement of female firefighters up to a total of 5 out of 1,500 firefighters in 2000. And it was still seen very much as a masculine job, male job, a job just for men. Whereas the truth of it is that you get the job on the same qualification and passing the same criteria as everybody else. And that's what I try to tell people, both female and male that come in. If you don't see yourself represented, then how can you see yourself in that role? So being a female firefighter, it's a responsibility that I have to show women do exist in the fire service and we do exactly the same as the boys do. I take that quite personally.
I'm also the team leader for the Antarctic Fire Angels team, a team of female firefighters heading to Antarctica to ski to the South Pole, 1,130 kilometres.
We want to change the narrative of what it means to be a girl. I don't want to ever hear anybody get told you can't do that because you're a girl.
I'm Dr. Natasha Hurst. I am the President of the National Union of Journalists and the Chair of Disability Arts Cymru. Those are both voluntary roles, and my day job, I'm a freelance photojournalist. I work on a lot of social justice issues. I work with community groups to support marginalised groups to tell their own stories. I've also been involved with issues such as speaking out about domestic abuse. I became president of the NUJ at the end of April this year. I believe I'm the first disability activist to be the president. I'm chair of Disability Arts Cymru. We support disabled artists with their professional career development, as well as trying to make the arts and culture more inclusive and accessible for disabled audiences. I think I just try to be led by my values, and it's important to me that we are creating a world that is better, more inclusive, more accessible, more compassionate, and I have a role to play in trying to create that.
Four amazing women, four amazing leaders, and the winner this evening is Natasha Hurst.
Natasha, massive congratulations to you. Are there any words that you'd like to say, perhaps any advice for the audience here tonight?
I'm really stunned. I really am. And thank you ever so much. I'm not usually lost for words, I've got to say. But I'm only where I am because I've had so many people supporting me along the way, and so many of those have been women who have given so much solidarity and support. You know, collectively we can achieve so much together, but also never forget that as individuals, even the tiniest of actions can make a huge difference in other people's lives. And it's a real honour to be here and to win this. Thank you.
It's an honour to have you here. Congratulations.
Yeah, we're hearing a lot about that, aren't we? Women supporting women.
We love it.
Yeah, so important. That's what it's all about. Congratulations again to Natasha and to Business in Focus as well. Don't forget, you can stay tuned online. Tomorrow you'll find out through Facebook, we'll have an As Live broadcast of what's gone on tonight. And again, you can use the hashtag as well if you're sharing things on social media. And at the end of the night, we'll of course find out who the Womenspire champion for 2023 will be. I can't wait to that. Big drum roll for that.
Yeah. Nawr, nos on fendigedig ac ysbrydoledig. What an inspiring evening we've already had tonight, and there is still so much more to come, which is really exciting. It's great to see so many wonderful individuals from so many different areas of Wales all making a real difference. So I think it may be time to check in with our video wall and see how everyone's doing at home, if we can.
We haven't seen them for a while. Let's take a look. They're still there. They're still there, and they're still waving, and they're still smiling, so that's good.
How are we all doing? Everyone okay? We can't hear you, but you look okay.
Up, yeah. And give us a big nod if you're enjoying the night tonight. Well, that's all we can ask for, isn't it? Thank you very much for being here and staying with us. Yeah. Thank you. Well, we can move on tonight to our Learner Award, which celebrates women who have re-entered learning and education at ASALT and made the most of it, not only excelling themselves, but supporting and encouraging other women, as we've just been talking about, to make the most of their potential as well. Now, unfortunately, our planned presenter for the award this evening can't be here, so you'll have to bear with me. I've got the pleasure of introducing the finalists, and they are, let's see them on the screen, Jan Lloyd from Gwynedd, Jermaine Ngoy Carbu from Cardiff, Eloise Stingemore from Cardiff, and Ellen Williams from Carmarthenshire. And now we can hear a little bit more about them.
Gerald Lloyd Nicholson. I left school without any qualifications, didn't go on to university. I'd always wanted to, but due to the family arrangements, I stayed at home with the children. And then I became single at 50. Quite a surprise. And I just thought, what am I going to do to look after everybody? So I did an undergrad in psychology, moved on to do a master's in counselling. I am now a specialist counsellor in addictions. From going to the university, not only did that encourage me to do volunteering work, which took me out of my comfort zone, but also I started running marathons. I started wild swimming. I was abseiling last year and I was terrified of heights. I started a women's running club. I've gone from somebody that, lost their identity and feeling insecure about the world to then being able to have flipped it completely and show that we can learn at any age. We can do anything we want to do.
My name is Jermaine Ngoikiabu. I fled my own country in August 2002 and moved to Cardiff in 2017. I really love to re-engage with education, but it's been impossible because in this country they don't recognize my previous qualification. There was a job fair and I saw the Cardiff Med stand, but I was scared. I was traumatized with all the past experiences. Despite the challenges, I managed to get a first-class degree. Since September, I combined work and uni. I was lucky enough to secure a place at Tough Housing, where I was doing my placement as a project assistant. I've gotten my full life given back to me. And just being recognized as an achiever in this community is something just overwhelming, unbelievable. I feel that I belong.
Eloise Singemore, and I'm a marketing executive specialising in sport leisure for Newport Life. So I did my ILM level 2 and I'm currently shadowing Sports Wales. I've always been really interested in the world of sports governance. Women in Football is a great organisation. I applied to do a leadership course. The beauty of it was you got to learn more about how to get on a board, being board ready. If I can't facilitate a conversation or I feel there's a gap in my arm, I'm going to go off and learn it. I enrolled at Cardiff and Vale College with the environmental qualification to get some sort of knowledge, because what's a big discussion at the minute in my business is how we become more environmentally friendly. For a very long time, I felt I didn't have a path. If we go back to the third lockdown, I felt lost. I didn't know what I was doing. It took me a year to get back sort of any enthusiasm for anything. Your journey doesn't have to be linear, and even if you have to take a stop or a start for whatever reason, you can pick it back up and you can do it at your own pace.
Hi, I'm Ellie Williams and I'm studying at Oxford Brookes University. I'm studying accounting and finance and I really love it. It suits a lot of my character traits. I've been actively helping other students. If they have any kind of stresses or concerns about the studies, I'm there for them. And I'm very invested in their futures and very invested in them not having the roadblocks that I had. I've dealt with dyslexia, abuse in childhood, a lot of bullying, illness, a lot of factors that said that I should just end up doing a job that I don't want to do. I ended up coming on to Curatig, and that's when my life really started to change. The fact that I could complete the course and was enjoying having homework, the seed was planted then to think maybe there is more to my life than having to be in retail. Define your story. Don't let anything or anyone define it for you.
And this is really exciting because I never get to do this bit usually at award ceremonies.
Envelope.
I get to open the gold envelope. And the winner is, thank you very much, Jermaine Ngoikiabu.
round of applause for Jermaine. Jermaine, a massive congratulations. It's your time now. Do you have possibly any advice for someone trying to get back into learning, or anything that you'd like to say here on the stage tonight?
I can't believe I made this. And I would say a massive thank you to Quaritech. And when you were saying it's a bittersweet moment, I think I'm feeling that because I was so looking forward to get involved with Quaritech, but I think there will still be more opportunities. This is not only for me alone. Looking at this, I will see so many people in this because my success so many people have contributed to this. Going to uni was just, seeing all the results is just overwhelming because I went to uni only to learn, but the impact that it has made and still making me being here is just beyond my expectation. I would like to say to all the women in my situation, starting all over again doesn't just open those doors. Starting all over again is already winning.
Wow, thank you so much. Congratulations to you. Have a lovely rest of your night. Such beautiful words.
Huge congratulations to you, Jermaine. Thank you very much. Coming up next, we have we're not giving you any time to recover, we're going straight on to the next one. We have our Women in Health and Care Award, which is sponsored by HEIW, that's Health, Education and Improvement Wales. This award is for a woman who has set a shining example across any aspect of health or care, from medical and support staff to training and educational roles. So please welcome to the stage and give a warm welcome, please, to Alex Howes, Chief Executive of HEIW. Thank you, Alex.
Good evening, everybody. On behalf of Health, Education and Improvement Wales, I'm really delighted that we've been able to be part of Womenspire over the last 3 years and have been able to sponsor this award for women in health and care. And the health and care sector faces so many challenges, both in terms of day-to-day services, but also when we think about gender equality. And it is clear that the women nominated in this category have gone above and beyond in finding innovative ways of addressing these challenges and role modelling compassionate leadership in their various fields. And that's great for the people who need our care, that's great for our whole workforce, and that's great in helping us promote the diverse health and care roles and careers we have available to all of the women and girls in Wales. So here are the finalists. Julie Cornish from Cardiff, Kaylee Hyman from Gwent, Kate Prothero from Powys, and Judy Rees from Cardiff.
My name is Judy Rees and I'm Chief Executive of Tenebus Cancer Care. I've worked in a number of health-related charities in director and chief exec roles, and since then I kind of found my spiritual home. As a charity, we aim to provide a practical and emotional support for everyone affected by cancer in Wales. And I'm really, really pleased that out of the pandemic, we developed our counselling service. I'm really proud of what I did with Springboard. I probably ran about 30 courses at Cardiff University. It was a programme really just to help women develop their confidence, to become more assertive, to really focus on their goals, whether they were personal or professional goals. And I think the most important thing for me was, even years later, meeting some of them and then saying, it was such a pivotal part, such a change for me. You really gave me self-belief. I think I've been really fortunate to sort of surround myself by other women who believed in me and supported me, and really sort of said, well, why not you?
My name's Kate Prothero. I am the Service Development Manager for the Immunisation team in Powys Teaching Health Board. I did a 2-year NHS graduate scheme and ended up working in Powys just after my first year. COVID hit, so I was plunged in the deep end and led the health board's social distancing project. So getting all the stickers, getting them out around the health board, writing all the guidance. And then it came to COVID vaccinations. We just finished spring boosters. In Powys, we had 85.5% uptake. It comes with complexities to try and get that uptake. We've done quite a lot of outreach clinics going into community centres and local hospitals just to offer clinics closer to home to try and keep everyone as protected as we can.
My name is Julie Cornish. I'm a colorectal consultant in Cardiff. I also do quite a lot of research. I'm a senior lecturer in Cardiff University, and I'm the founder of the Every Woman Festival, which is a women's health festival. About 1,000 women attended a one-day event, and it's a series of practical workshops identifying what is normal, what's not normal, and signposting women to help. What I've found when I do my clinics is often women will have described maybe talking to a friend or their GP or professional and being told, well, what do you expect? You've had a baby. What do you expect? You're old. Or what do you expect? You're a woman. And as soon as somebody says that, we think, well, okay, well, everyone must suffer from this and just I'll put up with it. So the idea was to bring your mum, your sister, your partner, your daughter, and come along and just normalise that conversation and make it easier for women to discuss things.
My name's Kaylee Hyman, and the name of my business is Holistic Hoarding. I was working across mental health and housing, and a lot of clients had co-occurring hoarding behaviours, and there was just no support available, certainly not in South Wales. It was set up in 2019, initially as a training company. So we run the trauma-informed approaches to hoarding training, and then from there we rolled out a model that provides one-to-one therapeutic support for people who hoard. So the overarching goal there is to reduce eviction, but we try and align that with individual goals, which can range from I want to see my grandchildren and have them over again to I want to be able to access my garden. At its highest, our waiting list hit over 100 people. So it's a little team, but quite a busy project.
So the winner of the Women in Health and Care Award is Kaylee Hyman.
Congratulations to you, Kaylee. Now, it's an issue that's not often highlighted, is it? Oh, I know, it's a bit emotional here tonight. I can see it means a lot to you, and like I said, it's an issue not always highlighted. Do you have anything that you'd like to say about that? Any words for our audience tonight?
Well, I've cried about 9 times tonight, so this rounds it up nicely to 10.
Good number.
Just to stand alongside these women tonight and be a part of Chwarae Teg's amazing, beautiful event, and just to show women, the next generation, my little girl, that you can do it. You can do it. So thank you.
Thank you. And congratulations again.
It's all these moments that we're experiencing tonight, which is just why it was so important that these awards did go ahead. So we're just hugely fortunate that they managed to put it off. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Yeah, a massive congratulations to you. Let's have a little check-in with our audience, shall we? So we don't all get too emotional yet. Is everyone having a good time? Is everyone okay out there? We all good?
think we need a box of tissues to pass around, actually. Hopefully you've brought your own in your handbags.
Thank you all so much for being here, and I hope you're really enjoying your evening so far. Let's plough on nawr. Nesaf yw ein gwobr seren ddisglair. Now on to our Rising Star Award, which recognises the women at the beginning of their journeys in different roles and sectors who show great promise for their future. And now to present the award, please welcome to the stage one of the judges for the Rising Star category, Lynn Abelman, to the stage. She is a marketer, a Black inclusion advocate and founder of the Black Young Professional Network here in Wales. Welcome to the stage.
Good evening, everyone. It's lovely to be here. I'm so delighted to be here to be able to present this award. And also, I've been so thrilled to be a part of the Womenspire Awards for the last 2 years and be part of that process to judge. And I just want to say I'm really grateful to Chwarae Teg for all the work that they've done. And let's enjoy this last awards. So without any further ado, here are the finalists. So we have Whitney Dudley from Merthyr Tydfil, Molly Fenton from Cardiff, Chloe McBratney from Barry, and Angela Williams from Pembrokeshire. Let's meet them.
Hi, I'm Chloe McBratney and I work for Cardiff City Community Foundation, and in my spare time I coach for Barrytown United Plan Disability. When I was born, I was diagnosed with bilateral optic nerve hypoplasia. I have no sight at all in my right eye. I have about 30 to 40% in my left. My big way of getting around is my guide dog, Emily. We go everywhere together. I started off with Barrytown as a volunteer. From there, then really just progressed, done my football leaders. Now got a UEFA B licence qualification, and then over the past 2 years been the head coach, so running the whole of Barrytown Plan Disability Club. I'd love to set up a Wales national women's blind football team. Me and Emily specifically work in primary schools with a resource space. It's amazing we're able to teach literacy, numeracy, PHSE all through the medium of football. Even though she's my first, I can't really remember a time without her.
I'm Angela Williams and I'm a police constable with Dyfed-Powys Police. As I came out of my probation, I was tutor constable. So when the new recruits were coming through, they came then to our tutor pods. Being part of the police apprenticeship, I was involved with our College of Policing, where they were then looking to develop the police apprenticeship into a degree level apprenticeship for new recruits. But I felt that there was a little bit of a gap for our non-uniformed staff. So I went out to different training providers to look at what opportunities were there, and there's loads of opportunities. So that's something that I've progressed through the force, creating prospectuses. I worked in partnership with University Trinity St David to develop degrees for our investigators, and there's a master's programme for senior leaders. It's very nice that somebody's thought that the work I'm doing is worthy of an award. It gives me more passion really that yes, you know, it's making a difference to people, so let's carry on and put more speed in.
My name is Molly Fenton. I'm 21 years old and I am the founder and managing director of the Love Your Period campaign. When I was in school, there were lots of issues around girls' rights, and any action that we tried to take out on it were very quickly shut down. With the right education and understanding, we're removing stigma. We must understand periods to be able to overcome the challenges and barriers that are in place. The Love Your Period campaign became very popular very quickly, and we had lots of young people wanting to join and volunteer for their school. Today we have a team aged 13 to 86 of volunteers all over the world that want to act like your big sister. You can find them in places such as Spain. We have a lot of young volunteers over in India, and our biggest counter group is in Uganda. We just need to accept menstruation, and when we talk about period dignity, we're not just talking about access to products, we mean knowledge and education, because at the end of the day, knowledge is power, and that's not just for the people having the periods, that's for everyone.
My name is Whitney Dudley and my business is Whitney Dudley Makeup. I started my business in my parents' back room and now into an actual salon and an academy. I've always known I wanted to be a makeup artist and I wanted an academy, and obviously living in Merthyr we didn't have that opportunity of just go down the road and train to be a makeup artist. So I had to travel, and not everybody's got the financial resources for that. So I wanted to bring that to Merthyr. So I actually trained other makeup artists to become qualified. It hasn't been an easy journey, and people often say to me, you're so lucky, you've got all this, you've got everything so young, and honestly it's not luck, it's genuine hard work. If you know you're gonna achieve something, I won't stop until I have what I want. This life is unexpected and we gotta take every day as it comes. We don't know what tomorrow holds. So I'm grateful, I'm here today, so I'm winning. I've got up today, I'm winning.
Okay, and the winner is Molly Fenton.
Gosh, it looks like that was not what you were expecting, Molly. How are you feeling this evening? Amazing work that you're doing that we can see on the video.
Thank you. I'm really shocked. The last 5 years have been a bit mad. I started the campaign when I was 16. I'm 21 now, and lots of people have come up to me tonight and say, oh, I follow you on Twitter. I know you because of Twitter, which was a bit of a worry for me. My sister, who's here tonight, Tilly, had to take over the campaign about a year ago. I had a benign brain tumour diagnosis that was inoperable and became very unwell. I was told I had 12 months to live, but that was in 2021, so we things are going well, and I'm really hoping I can get back to the campaign full time. But the biggest thank you I want to give is to my sister Tilly, who became my full-time carer and is here tonight, because without her, the campaign still wouldn't be running, and we wouldn't be doing things like Period Proud Wales and working in the Welsh Government and making sure that girls can run their own work, because it's not about what I do as an individual, it's about how we can help others achieve what they want to achieve.
I think your sister needs to stand up. Where is she? Well, a huge well done to both of you, to Molly and to Tilly. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Well done. Congratulations, huge congratulations to Molly and to Tilly. It just gets more and more emotional with every award, and also with every year, doesn't it, when we do these awards?
Yeah, some really, really inspirational stories here tonight already.
Oh, we have to move on to the next one this evening so we can congratulate another wonderful woman tonight. Next up, we have the Woman in STEM Award, sponsored by ABPI. That's the Association of the British Pharmaceutical Industry. This is an award that celebrates those women who are making their mark in a STEM sector in Wales, and our winner tonight will be encouraging other women into these disciplines and supporting women to progress on their career paths. So please welcome Joanne Ferris from ABPI's Operations Manager this evening to announce the finalists and who has won. Welcome to the stage.
Not really sure how to follow that, I've got to be honest, but congratulations to everybody this evening. It's been truly inspirational. So at the ABPI, we represent companies, big and small, who research, develop and manufacture the very latest medicines and vaccines. We need to employ the best people who have been given the opportunity to discover and develop their talents, whoever they are and wherever they're from. We are immensely proud of our relationship with Chwarae Teg. Thank you for inspiring so many of us to keep working to make Wales a truly equal nation. Now, I'm delighted to introduce you to our finalist films, and the nominations are Gemma Hallett from Cardiff, Kerry Hooper from Gwent, Patricia Mowley-Porter from Haverfordwest, and Nisha Rawindaran from Cardiff. Let's hear some more from them.
My name is Nisha Rawindaran. I've just become a doctor in cybersecurity. The field that I have become focused in is looking at the impact of small medium enterprise businesses in Wales and how cyber threats impact the business and how machine learning and intelligent software helps mitigate that risk. I've always been in a very male-dominant environment, but you learn your power is in the knowledge. And I've learned that the more I become educated, the more I understand, the more I know what I'm talking about. Therefore, I can challenge people who try to challenge me. To get recognized is winning already. It provides other women who are perhaps looking for an avenue of change to use my story as a shared story. And the more I share my story, from not only the academic point of view, I got married at a very young age. I migrated at a very young age from a different country. I had to change continuously. At one point, I thought I was the only Asian divorcee when I was going through my divorce. But then as I spoke about it, as I talked about it, it opened more doors for me. So I'm hoping with this nomination, it opens more doors for other women to come forward and share their story.
I'm Gemma Hallett. I'm the founder of My Future and the head of skills for FinTech Wales. My Future, we connect school leavers not going to university with opportunities in high-valued, high-paying, better-skilled careers. At FinTech Wales, we're connecting all the organisations in the FinTech Wales membership with future talent. And there's a buzz around the FinTech sector in Wales. We're drawing in businesses to start up and scale up in Wales. Spent 15 years as an elite rugby player and 10 years of that working in education. When you play in rugby, it is our duty to leave that shirt in a better place than how we received it. That inspires the next generation behind us. So I've taken that into this tech world, digital world. We've got to keep looking backwards. Where are the next industry leaders coming from? Where are the next women in tech? That's what I'm always mindful of. I'm absorbing as much as I can to build my future out in a direction that's going to create that whole volume of next women.
I'm Kerry Hooper and I'm the head of engineering for Coleg Gwent at Crosskeys campus. The engineering department has electrical, mechanical and motor vehicle qualifications being run within it. This year we ran our first International Women's Day event. We had about 40 girls arrive for that day. Presentations were given to them from some of our industry partners by young female engineers, speaking to them about their experience of learning and working in these typically male-dominated industries and what worked for them, why it was such a good opportunity for them. And then they went around the department having tasters in each of the 3 areas. By the end of that activity day, 2/3 of those girls were now considering courses within the department. It's a really privileged position to be a female in a really male-dominated department. I see part of my role as being a role model because it's really hard to aspire to be something you can't see.
Patricia Mowley-Porter. It all started back in Ghana. One day I happened to be cutting firewood in the bush and I saw a small plane flying overhead. So I decided to follow this small aeroplane through, just walking through the bush, and walked onto this opening. I walked around to the people and asked for a job, but I was told to literally pee off. We don't have jobs for women. Long before I knew it, I was actually put on the payroll and I was offered an apprenticeship. So I went through a 4-year apprenticeship in aviation and technology. I also went on to become the first female civilian in Ghana to be factory trained by Rotax aircraft engines. And I went on to become the first civilian female to gain a national pilot license. One thing I noticed in Ghana is there is not many opportunity for young people, especially girls, to be able to have their own voice and do things they love. So one of my things was to be able to take young people, young ladies particularly from rural parts of Ghana, and to give them air experience flight. Flying teaches you this kind of discipline that I haven't seen elsewhere yet. You become a quick thinker, you become pragmatic about life, and you just view things differently. We came to the UK in 2015, started that business from the kitchen table, and now we are based in a beautiful facility here at Haverfordwest, building planes and creating employment to change lives once more.
For absolutely fabulous finalists, thank you to everyone who was part of that. The winner tonight is Patricia Mawoli Porter.
Congratulations to you. An amazing story. I can see it's always an emotional thing, isn't it? Can you give us an idea of what it is that makes you so passionate about this sector and getting women specifically into this sector?
I suppose for me, growing up in a community where women don't have opportunity, or growing up where girls are kept in the home, looking after the family and not allowed to take that decision, for me, it was just a driving force to be able to do something different. And growing up, telling everyone I wanted to be different and I wanted to make an impact. That's definitely my driving force.
Yeah, fantastic. And that's to be seen from your video there that we all just watched. Any words for our audience tonight? How are you feeling? Anything to share?
I'm literally shaking, but I should put myself together, and I have a message for all the women in the room here and watching elsewhere, all the amazing, fabulous audience you have at home as well, that this award is not just for me, it's for all the women in STEM, all the women that inspire others. We have to start now. I'm very passionate and conscious about the fact that we are all thinking about the next generation and the environment. In STEM in particular, it is very important that we know, if we are talking about the climate, it hurts me when I ask young people, can you tell me what the composition of the atmosphere is? And they can't tell me. We have to start from somewhere. We can't all sit and be fed by a teacher. We all have to take that driving force, look things up, study, keep studying. Every day is a learning day. And my daughter inspires me. My goodness, the cube root of numbers jump out ahead when you have a conversation with her. People like that give me the inspiration I have to keep going. She inspires me every day, and I learn something from her every day. And my amazing husband, I wouldn't be where I am now without him.
I'm sure she's very, very proud to see it. Yeah, congratulations, Patricia. Very proud family over there, I can see.
Having a big, big group hug. well deserved. I could see some huge, huge grins in the audience there as that was handed out.
Some truly inspirational words there. Thank you so much, Patricia, and a big congratulations to you. Nawr, ein gwobr nesaf yw Menyw mewn chwaraeon, sydd wedi ei noddi gan Chwaraeon Cymru. Nawr, mae'r wobr hon yn cydnabod y cyfraniad mae menywod yn cael ei chwaraeon yng Nghymru. Gall fod yn athletraidd, yn hyfforddwraig neu unrhyw rôl arall. Our next award is for Women in Sport, which recognises the contribution women make to sport in Wales, whether this is as an athlete, a coach, or in any other role. Aptly sponsored by Sports Wales, I'd now like to welcome Cerys Bowen from Sports Wales to join us on stage. Croeso, Cerys.
Noswaith dda. Diolch yn fawr iawn gael fi. Our work at Sport Wales is all about achieving the vision for sport in Wales. We want an active nation where everyone has a lifelong enjoyment of sport. These women, these finalists, epitomise that. Their efforts mean that more people from the medical community can enjoy and take part in sport and reap the benefits of sport as well. It's been such a proud moment, again, to be able to support this category, I've been able to meet such brave, strong and creative women in this sector. All tonight's finalists deserve to be celebrated. I am delighted to introduce our finalist films. The nominations are Delyth Morgan from Prestatyn, Janie Parry from Torfaen, Nicola Wheaton from Cardiff, and Leah Wilkinson from Surrey. Let's learn a bit more about them.
My name's Nicola Wheaton. My day job is a youth project manager with South Wales Fire and Rescue Service. My other job is the Apollo's ABC manager. Apollo's is situated in one of the most disadvantaged areas of probably South Wales. And for me, it was about building that club into a community enterprise. It's been a personal journey, and I wanted to share that with females. And there was a lot of females I knew that could really benefit from being in this environment. That sense of belonging, that sense of family, and just that safe space just to be you. I got a lot of domestic abuse survivors that come over to the club. I work with them to bring in males from other parts of the club to bring in more of that positive male influence. I'm not somebody that's dedicated their life from childhood till adulthood into building their expertise in a particular sport. All I've done is I'm just the average Joe off the street that has found a tool to build myself as a person.
Janie Parry. It all started out when my daughter's a netball player and she joined the club 6 years ago. At the time, the coach was taking maternity leave and decided she didn't want to come back. So a few of us got together and set up a committee and we took the club over. There were about 15 children at the time. And over the past few years, we've managed to get up to about 80 children. And for the first time ever, Glenavon Netball has put 2 teams into the South East Wales Netball League. I'm quietly behind the scenes, but I'm always pushing for more funding because we need some extra netballs. The girls are coming, they're having fun. It's more like one big family than it is coaches and children. Anybody can take up netball, and I think it is a fantastic way to get the girls or boys involved in it, and I think sport brings on confidence with children so much.
My name is Leah Wilkinson and I'm an international hockey player. I first started playing hockey when I was 5 years old. Mum, dad, sister all played, and I was dragged along at the weekend to watch them play, so I kind of picked up a stick and started knocking around, and after that it was kind of like never ending. I've played in 4 Commonwealth Games and I played in the Tokyo Olympic Games where we won a bronze medal. Sport for me is so important to learn so many personal skills and so many lifelong skills of resilience, teamwork, communication, and I'm real supporter of kind of celebrating failure in that way. You know, if things don't go to plan, that's fine, it's all kind of part of the journey. It generally makes my day to go and coach children and try to inspire them and teach them hockey or teach them some of the life lessons I've had, so I'm very honoured to be nominated.
My name's Del Morgan. I am a goalkeeper coach at Liverpool Women's FC with the under-21 squad, and then I play for Wrexham Women FC. When I was about 5 or 6, I wanted to hang out with my brother and his mates, and they would only let me join in if I went in goal. I used to volunteer as a coach for Denbighshire County Council, and I eventually went to work as a community sport development officer, going into schools and getting kids active, and I did a lot of work with older people. On top of all that, I used to work with the Wales Women's under-19s squad as a goalkeeper coach as well. I'm the only Welsh female to hold the UEFA Goalkeeper A licence, and it took me probably 11 years. I hope that I inspire people with my journey that I've taken. It is an honour and I'm proud to be recognised for the work, and I was thoroughly surprised as well, and I only hope this is sort of the start of women working in the football world.
Our initiative, and the winner is Nicola Wheaton.
escape that easily. I'm running off the stage to get you. So tell me why it is so important to you to get women involved in sport in this way, and particularly in boxing in this way.
Do you know what, it's a funny one. I want to say, if you can dream it, you can do it. And if we can set up a safe environment in such a male-dominated environment as a boxing club, where not only they're coming to thrive, they're thriving as females, then we can do anything. We can do anything.
And that's the message tonight, isn't it? We can do anything. Congratulations again to you. Enjoy your evening. Thank you so much, Nicola, for everything you're doing. Congratulations, and thanks very much to Cerys from Sport Wales as well.
It's fantastic stuff. Nawr, ymlaen at ein categori olaf ein noson. I can't quite believe that it's gone so quickly, but we've now reached our final award category. But of course, we'll still be crowning our Womenspire champion at the end of the evening.
That is still to come.
Ooh. So this is for our Fair Play Employer Award, which is sponsored by PIA, the UK's leading independent accessible format provider. The Fair Play Employer Award is not for an individual, rather an organisation or business which is forward-thinking, adapting the way it works by using new, innovative practices which enable women and the wider workforce to grow and to thrive. Now, to introduce our finalists and present this award, I'd like to welcome two people to the stage. We have James Doherty, owner of Celtic English Academy, a business which achieved the very first private sector gold standard Fair Play Employer Award, and also won this very Womenspire Award back in 2021. Now, James is also a value judge for this award category too. Now, along with James, we have Yasmin Neves from PIA, our award sponsor. Let's welcome them to the stage.
It's been an absolute privilege to have been on the interview panel for this particular award over the last few years. The finalists have just never ever ceased to inspire you, and to be honest, I steal quite a lot of their ideas as well, so it gives both ways. I'm delighted to be here tonight to present the award, and I'm with Yasmin Neves. I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
To help me to present the award tonight.
So I'm here on behalf of Sharon Williams, who is the Managing Director of PIA, who provides accessible formats for people with visual impairments, and they provide that support across the UK. Sharon's also the chair of Quarry Tag. She's really sorry she can't be here, so she sent me in her place. But enough about us, let's move on to the nominations, but the night's been absolutely amazing so far. And the shortlists for this award are Charles River, Food Standards Agency Wales, Neath Port Talbot Council. And let's hear from them now.
My name's Alison Benneman. I'm the HR Director that looks after Charles River Early Discovery. We are a global life science contract research organisation. Our goal is to understand underlying biology of diseases. We've put a lot of focus on diversity and inclusion. We have quite a few different resource groups. We have a women's and allies group, disability resource group, women in leadership, young people's leadership groups. It's getting those conversations, encouraging people to talk about these subjects and getting them to appreciate the differences in people. We get a lot of feedback about the culture, about the environment, about the way we treat each other, and how being part of that Charles River family is really valued.
Sioned Fiddler ydw fi. Dwi'n gweithio i'r asiantaeth safoni bwyd yng Nghymru ac yn gweithio fel pennaeth cyfathrebu y Gymraeg a chymorth busnes. Dyn ni'n lwcus iawn, mae'r asiantaeth gyda grŵp iechyd a lles o'r enw Iechyd Da, ac maen nhw'n dod â chyfoeth o syniadau ar gyfer cynnal ymgyrchoedd i hybu a annog lles staff. Mae'r asiantaeth yn gweithredu polisi gweithio hyblyg sy'n gwbl hyblyg. Hynny yw, does dim oriau craidd fel petai, ac mae'n golygu bod staff yn gallu cael y cydbwysedd gwaith bywyd personol yma. Mae gennym ni rhwydwaith menywod, mae gennym ni rhwydweithio LGBT+, lot yn digwydd o ran staff, o ran pwyllgorau, rhwydweithiau sy'n cael eu cynnal gan staff ar gyfer staff. Mae'r asiantaeth yn lle gwych i weithio, mae hynny wedi adlewyrchu yn y wobr yma.
I'm Sheena Rees. I'm the Head of People and Organisational Development, and I work for Neath Talbot County Borough Council. Well, happily, we are a large organisation with quite a number of different career opportunities available. Our workforce is 71% female. Since 2021, our Chief Exec has been a woman, so the first female Chief Executive of Neath Talbot. So women are distributed from the bottom to the top of the organisation. Last year, we launched the Meant to Be NPT mentoring scheme to help develop careers. And we have got quite a range of employees now who are participating in it. We have paid special attention to the menopause. We established a Yammer channel. We've got about 180 women across the organisation who are participating in that. Gender equality is important to our workforce, therefore it has to be important to us.
The winner is Neath Port Talbot Council. I believe they're not here.
Yeah, they're not here, but they are here virtually, which is fantastic. So, we've just had a big round of applause for you, Sheena, if you can hear us. So congratulations. James and Yasmin have just announced your name, as you probably heard, and the council's name. How are you feeling?
I'm absolutely delighted. I'm so sorry I'm not with you tonight. It's been an absolutely brilliant night and it's wonderful to win this award. I'm so pleased on behalf of the council.
What's the secret? What's your secret? What is the thing that you do so well, do you think?
I think with Chwarae Teg's support, we have just literally plugged away at our action plan. So we're not changing the world overnight, but we are trying to change it one action at a time.
Well, you've really made those significant steps. We will make sure that the trophy gets to you safely, and many congratulations to you. Have a good evening.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much to James and Yasmin as well. Yeah. Thanks again as well to our headline sponsor. We could not do it without you. Incredibly to Butte Energy and all the Womenspire Award category and partner sponsors. You've been so essential to everything this evening and to making it happen at short notice too. We would like to say a huge thank you to all of you. And if you want to find out more about Womenspire sponsors, you can head over to chwaraeteg.com, where you can find out information about why they have chosen to support the Womenspire Awards. I think it's a no-brainer, but there you go.
Yeah. Nawr, fel ydys ni a dechrau'r noson hon, yn anffodus bydd Chwarae Teg yn cau wythnos nesaf, ond mae'r tîm wedi bwrw ymlaen ar gwobrau heno, gyda nhw eisiau dathlu a chydnabod teilangwyr mor wych ac i allu mynd allan ar y brig. Now, as we did touch on at the beginning of this evening, very sadly, Chwarae Teg will be closing next week, but the team brought forward tonight's awards as they really wanted to celebrate and recognise such fantastic finalists and to be able to go out on a high, and I'm pretty sure that we managed that tonight, didn't we? I hope so.
Yeah, and I hope that the team at Chwarae Teg, who I know you're all here tonight, and it's been a really emotional time for you as a charity and as individuals. I hope that we've done you proud tonight, and I hope everyone's enjoyed themselves. You all had a marvellous time this evening so far. Well, just before we move on to the final award of the night, the one we've all been waiting for, the Womenspire Champion of 2023. First of all, we're going to show you a little film which is really important. It's produced by Chwarae Teg earlier this year, and it set out to encapsulate the purpose of the charity and why it's important. And why, of course, now it really is up to each and every one of us to accept the baton, as we mentioned earlier, and continue to champion all the women within our own networks.
Wales free of bias, free of inequality, free of discrimination?
A Wales where women are prosperous, represented and valued.
A Wales where my education, career choices and pay are not limited by my gender.
A Wales that is an enabler of innovation, where equality isn't just a nice to have, it's a must have.
A Wales that celebrates our diversity, who make room at the table for our voices to be heard.
A Wales that doesn't make me choose between my children or my career.
Cymru sy'n cefnogi fy mhlant I fod. Beth bynnag mae nhw eisiau bod on.
A Wales that embraces collective activism and drives change.
A Wales that is dynamic and resilient, that doesn't take no for an answer in the face of inequality.
A strong, passionate and united Wales that believes in true equality.
Chwarae teg,
fighting for equality
since 1992.
Be part of a more equal Wales. Together, we're unstoppable.
Speak on behalf of the whole room here that when I say diolch yn fawr iawn I Chwarae Teg, a massive thank you to Chwarae Teg. That was a real message for us all to continue on your legacy, like Andrea said a bit earlier on.
I've seen that video before, but I love it, and it just gives me goosebumps to watch it, and I know we're all going to go away feeling that this evening.
Definitely.
So it is time now to announce our Womenspire Champion of 2023. This award will go to a finalist chosen from the winners of all our categories and will be awarded to the individual that our panel has chosen. It was an extremely tough choice, as all of our finalists and winners, as you have heard, are more than worthy of this award. We wish we could give it to you all, and we will in spirit, but of course tonight we must choose one.
No, I'm glad it's not us having to do it. So please welcome back to the stage to announce the winner, Catherine Newton from headline sponsor Butte Energy.
The winner of the Womenspire Champion Award for 2023 has certainly been on a journey in more ways than one. She is a woman who takes every opportunity to inspire young people, particularly girls, to see that nothing is impossible to achieve. As a young girl living in Ghana, cutting down trees for firewood, she feared the aeroplanes she would see overhead. Yet she has become a pilot, an engineer, an entrepreneur, and a role model. And to refer back to her video, we are certainly not going to tell her to pee off. The winner of the Chwarae Teg Womenspire Champion Award for 2023 is Patricia Mawuli Porter.
I am definitely short of words. But oh my goodness, not in my wildest dreams would I have imagined that a girl from just the bush in Ghana growing up in a mud hut will be standing here in front of all the amazing women from all the different amazing fields, inspiring people all around the world. I just want to take the opportunity to tell everyone in this room, I haven't done this on my own. There is no such thing as self-made. I have needed people along the way to pick me up. And today, I have that opportunity to stand here and tell all the amazing girls and women out there, if I have done it, then so can you. Let's all continue to hand on that baton that we talked about. It doesn't take one person, it takes all of us. For where I come from, we say they are all ours. My child is not just my child where I come from, but she's all of our child. The same goes to all of us. They are all our children. If we can do something, if we can say a word of encouragement that inspires a girl, a woman out there to do something positive, to change lives, if not through one flight at a time. For me, it's through one hole that I drill in the workshop with my girls out there in the workshop. I tell all the students who come to me, I'm just privileged to be in these shoes right now, but I also take absolute delight when I go to pick up my child from school, who unfortunately is no longer in school, but fortunately she's being home educated, because out there at the moment, our education system, I feel, is not aimed at education the next generation. We need our youngsters to understand that STEM is all around us. Everything we learn in school is important. Fortunately, aviation is one of those very few industries where STEM plays a massive role. Everything you learn in school comes to play, from cleaning the floor to designing an aeroplane, and currently designing our next-gen aeroplane that is going to go on to educate more people, to improve on the planet we are staying on. Please, ladies, and all the male in the room, I just want to say thank you as well for recognizing that it's okay for a woman to be in STEM, for a woman to stand up and be somebody, to be a teacher, a nurse, a doctor. It's okay. Thank you very much.
What a proud moment. A massive congratulations to you, Patricia.
What an absolutely wonderful way to end the evening. Couldn't ask for anything more, really, I don't think we.
What an inspirational and an empowering evening we've all had. It really has been a privilege and so fantastic to celebrate these remarkable finalists with each and every single one of you here. Am noson ysbrydoledig, rydyn ni gyd wedi cael heno. Mae wedi bod yn wych dathlu ein tylangwyr I gyd hefo chi. Diolch I chi am ymuno gyda ni ar-lein yma ac yn yr atrium hefyd. Ac wrth gwrs, diolch arbennig iawn gan tîm Chwarae Teg sydd yn ddiolchgar iawn am gefnogaeth pawb ar hyd y flynyddoedd.
And that does bring us to the end now. Just before I wrap up now, just to ask you all the winners tonight and the finalists tonight to come on the stage for a big photo at the end this evening. That would be much appreciated. Thank you for joining us both here in the atrium and also those who are in our Zoom room online. Thank you for being there as well. A huge, huge thank you to all the supporters of Choir Teg, past and present, and to the team. I've never been so sad for an award ceremony to end. It really is quite a moment. Let's not forget to take on the mantle and champion the women we know so that gender equality can become the reality that Choir Teg has worked so hard towards achieving. Thank you and good night. Everyone, yeah, just make your way up on stage for that photo in your own time. Thank you everybody.